This is Tom with Fresh Vintage. Today we're checking out another awesome TopDon product here. We have the PulseQ AC portable 240 volt charger. We'd like to thank TopDon for sending us over and sponsoring this video. The reason I call out the portable is if you haven't seen our TopDon PulseQ AC home charger video, we actually installed that charger on a fence post in a field in front of a guy's house so he could charge his Chevy Bolt. Today we're looking at the portable variant here. And when I say variant, this is more of a completely separate item, but it's meant mainly for traveling, hence the portable. So let's go ahead and open this. And while we're opening this, this is a 1450 NEMA plug, and this has a 32 amp capacity. What makes this unique, what makes it the portable version, is it also has a plug that allows you to adapt down from the 1450 to a standard 110 wall outlet. And it comes in a very nice case. That's awesome. TopDon always has awesome cases like this. Let me just do this, and I'll set the box on the floor here. Pop this open. Really nice case here. There we go. So be prepared for both sides of this have some weight, because this is definitely a chunky cable, but a good kind of chunky cable. So we're going to unwrap everything here. We'll be right back. And we are back. We have unwrapped everything minus the actual cable itself. We'll do that outside when we actually plug it in. But this is the main unit here, and we were looking in the manual for an app. We didn't actually find an app, so this thing is pretty much just plug and play. And we'll show you like a walkthrough of all the features on here. It has scheduled charging, a couple other odds and ends. Don't mind the screen. There's a plastic screen protector on there, so it looks scratched, but it's fine. The cool thing here is here's our NEMA 1450. That's the actual male end of the plug. But the star of the show here is your adapter, which gives you the ability to, when plugged in the right way, like I just didn't do, there we go, you can go into any standard 110 outlet. And let me show you how thick this stuff is. I mean, this is not flimsy or chintzy at all. I mean, there's my thumb, and you can see how thick this is, and it's rated for 600 volts, 14 AWG, so it's definitely solid wiring in here. What we're going to do is we actually rented a Chevy Bolt. We're going to go outside and get this all set up and fully pull the plastic off, and then we're going to plug into the bolt and just break everything down and show you some of the functionality and features of this unit. Let's go do that right now. So we are outside here in Jay's carport. We have our Hertz rental special here, and we have everything unboxed, including something I didn't show you here. This is the actual J1772. EV owners, this is a super common plug. You already know what this is, but nice clicky button, nice cap here. This is water resistant, rain resistant, everything resistant, blah, blah, blah. So short of, putting it in a puddle of standing water, you should be fine to plug this in outside. If you don't have a garage or a carport, you can just plug it in and walk away. Something I didn't mention earlier was this is 25 feet long, so we're going to conduct an unofficial feet test to make sure it's actually 25 feet. Let me do that right now. Okay, so I counted 21 feet. So yeah, it's unofficially 25 feet long. And nice because in this case, Jay's carport has a NEMA 1450 plug right here. And also he has a 110 outlet here. But a lot of folks won't have this convenience, so it's nice to have that 25 feet. Speaking of the plug, Jay and I installed this last year, and it's a pretty solid setup. It's 240 volts. I think we ran up to 40 amps to it, if I remember correctly. So this should plug into that with no issue. And keep in mind, you can buy these from TopDon with different plugs on here, so make sure you check the right box when you're buying this. So we're going to plug this in and show you the actual controls and the settings on here. We'll start off by plugging this in. There you go. And to bring this up to where you can see a little bit better, we have two different buttons here, and right now you can see it's reading 16 degrees Celsius. The plug is disconnected from the car and 24 amps. So if you press the voltage, or I should say the amperage button, excuse me, you'll see it change. So you choose the amperage you want, knowing some households or some plugs are only going to put out so much juice, so to speak. We're going to choose 32 amps, and then here think of this as a time delay. So if I want to wait an hour, or I want to wait 2 hours, and so on and so forth, I believe this goes all the way up to, if I want to wait 12 hours before the charger kicks on and actually starts charging the car, that's what your delay is. That isn't charging for 12 hours, that's waiting 12 hours to actually charge. The reason we mention all this now is we have to set all of this up before we plug into the car. Now that we have this all set up, let's take our plug and we'll plug into the bolt. Let's go do that right now. So we'll plug right in here. And then the dash should light up here. And we are charging. You can also see on the top part of the dash, we have our little green charging light. And then let's go look at the actual PulseQ here. So this is currently showing we are utilizing 32 amps, 244, 45 volts, and we've already put in 0.04 kilowatts. So this plug is actually doing a good job. It's producing as much juice as this thing is capable of putting into the car. So we're charging up pretty quick here. And thinking about the Bolt's battery when we rented it, it was virtually full. So we're not going to get that much juice into the car, but it's awesome to see this is running at the 32 amps. And right now it's sitting at 17 degrees Celsius. We're going to let this run for 5 or 10 minutes and see if this thing gets like warm or anything, but 17 degrees is not actually bad at all. So we'll let this run for a few minutes and we'll be right back. So we are back after about 7 minutes, give or take. And if you look at the screen, this is at 35 degrees Celsius. So it doubled in temperature, but it's not warm at all. Like it's just, you know, internally the components are warm-ish. But, you know, it's not like it's 100 degrees Celsius or 210 degrees, 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So, you know, definitely smart management of the technology in here to keep the power flowing, but also keep the temps down so that you're not, you know, spontaneously combusting or something like that. So we're going to plug into the 110 outlet using the adapter, which we have right there. So we're going to disconnect this, disconnect the car, and then plug in with the 110 outlet. Let's do that right now. Let's check the dash, see what's happening. The dash actually doesn't say anything right now, but it is still showing charging green on the top of the dash there. Oh, there we go. So charge complete by 1:15 p.m. It says it's 12:26 so right now, so yeah, about 50 minutes, give or take. But we're going to disconnect this. And there we go. And I'll just set this down here. Let's plug into the 110 outlet. And I know we said it earlier in the video, but this thing's solid. You know, very beefy, very chunky, durable. So you buy it, lasts for years to come. Let's just disconnect here. And there we go. Very quick and easy. Just take this, and here's our 110. Now I'm guessing this is just going to show maybe a few amps. So 16 amps, 13 amps, 10, 8. Okay, so I'm going to not blow a breaker at Jay's house. I'm going to drop it down to 10 amps just to be safe. But let's go plug into the car here. And Jay, I forgot to mention, I actually fixed this thing. I put a small block in it. All right, enough with the cheesy jokes here, folks. Let's actually plug the bolt in. Here we go. And looking at the screen here, it is charging. I don't see on here that it's showing an amperage, but you know, if we turn the car on, it might show something different. But let's go look at the charger here and see what this says. So we're not getting quite a full 10 amps, but 7.8. This is definitely a slow charge. This would take the car a fair bit to charge. But looking at this, it is working, and we've been charging for 39 seconds. Okay, so here we have the actual 445. So it pretty close to tripled the time. It was 50 minutes to it's approximately 3 hours now. So that makes sense given the amperage and the voltage both dropped. So wrapping things up here, nice unit. Let's go unplug from this side here. Really nice unit, very solid. We've been dragging it on the ground here and it's been fine. Really awesome versatility with the adapter to go right into the NEMA plug. And definitely check out TopDon's website. They have several different options here. Not to mention the third world market that has a ton of like little nuanced adapters. There's even adapters that go from this plug to Tesla chargers now and so on and so forth. So wrapping up the PulseQ AC portable, really solid unit, beefy, dependable. Nice carrying case so you can throw it in the back of the car, take it with you on a road trip, take it around town, charge at work and so on. I would say this is definitely worth looking at and picking up. If you have any questions, you can check out TopDon's website and make the informed decision. With that, if you like tech, if you like horsepower, if you like Chargers and Chevelles and Mustangs, if you like scooters, Fresh Vintage is your channel. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.